So I want to see how that worked.
So she knows. Because I told her, are you actually going to buy something?
No, I just want to see it. What it looks like.
Yeah.
Was this guy going to herbs? Wait a minute. The guy's going herbs. This guy with the hat. Oh well, let's check out the dispensary first. I've seen him before. He's down here working the street. This one here. So you can buy marijuana in here?
How's it going?
I think somebody must have been putting me on. They said I could come in here and order marijuana.
Orders pot. I don't know about that. You can go downstairs and I'll help you out.
Oh, is it downstairs?
Downstairs.
What is that?
That's so funny. Some dude came in the other day and bought a brownie and they were like, is there pot in these? Mile High Pipe and Tobacco's to the far right. Native Roots, the dispensary, is right here.
Thank you.
Welcome and join us. Tell him Zach from upstairs, sir.
All right. Hi.
How are you today?
Oh, pretty good. We're tourists from out of state. I'm just curious.
Just visiting?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to go into the budroom?
Yeah, I'd like to see what kind of buds
all I
you
need
got.
is an ID from you, please.
Boy, it smells really good.
How did you guys hear about us?
The guy upstairs.
In the ice
Actually,
cream.
somebody said over here, and we thought it was up there. I said, you don't sell buds, do you?
Well, I'm
They
glad you're
said,
proud of us.
downstairs, tell them Zach sent you.
You? Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Down there, huh? We're tourists. First Colorado dispensary we've been into.
Well, you are more than welcome.
So we're curious about the goods.
Pop the tops and smell the smells.
There's a tangerine.
I have this one on sale for $35 an eighth. Everything else is going to be somewhere between $50 and $60 an eighth, depending on which one you choose.
Hey, is that good? I forget.
You can clear your palate with
How much an eighth?
$50 to $60 an eighth. That one is $35. Beyond that, have fun. You can't touch the buds, but please enjoy yourself.
All right, thank you. What's this?
Tangerines. Tangerine ice cream.
Tangerine haze is a very, very nice option. That's something we just put out today. It is G13 haze crossed with New York City diesel, so very strong sativa.
Says diesel and what?
G13 haze crossed with New York City diesel.
Okay. So, got any sour tangy? That'd be a tangerine with a sour diesel.
You got it. You got it.
Where?
I don't have it. This one here is going to be a sour diesel derivative.
Okay.
That is
Yeah,
going to be
lemon
cheese kush crossed with sour diesel.
Is this the one you said was $35? How come it's less?
Only because we always run a $35 or $40 eighth. I already sold out of both of those, so my boss randomly picked one that we have a whole bunch of weight of, and that's it. We just put this out this morning.
So, you have to get your medicine from a growing dispensary or something, right?
What do you mean?
In other words, a grow site that's authorized as a dispensary growth site.
everybody now gets their weed from their own company. So it used to be along. Does that have a camera in it? I thought it did. So the way that it used to be is anyone could grow weed, bring it in. I could say, hey, I'm Joe Schmo from up in Netherlands. I've got some.
Can they do that now?
No.
I thought they tagged it all with radio tags.
You can't do that anymore. Everyone, in order to be a reputable company, you have to grow your own weed. Now that being said, you sometimes outsource weed somewhere else. For example, I worked here for 1 month. Something happened in one of the grows, so they lost all that product. So they ended up buying it from another company. But in general, everything's grown indoors, very scientifically. It's crazy, crazy.
So what constitutes a company nowadays?
What do you mean company?
Well, you say you have to buy it from a company.
So like,
you can call yourself a company, right?
you got it. So
There's no license or anything?
there's licensing.
Oh, there is.
You have to have licensing.
You have to buy it.
It's the most regulated industry in the world.
Right, sure.
That's why we have a camera here and one there, like 5 back there. So, like you were saying, from let's just randomly say this guy right here.
Right.
The THC that is in this can be traced all the way back to a plant that was 6 inches tall. As soon as the
The
plant gets
THC, how's that?
As soon as the plant gets 6 inches tall, it gets what's called an RFID tag, which is what you're talking about.
Right.
And from that moment on, that plant gets tracked, whether it...
Oh, you mean the tag is tracked?
Yep, so
I thought you meant they had his DNA or something.
they do. They know exactly what plant this came from. So they can say, if they wanted to, the MMJ could come in and see what batch number this was and could trace it all the way back to that specific plant.
Wow.
It's crazy regulated.
So,
No, you guys are quite fine. I love questions. That's what my day's all about.
so I read in the blogs that in Denver they were holding back 60,000 plants due to being contaminated with, I think, with some kind of fungicide. And that they were testing it and finding out that these dispensaries were highly poisoning people.
So that is the downfall. This isn't government regulated.
Right.
So, people say that they're organic or that they grow organically. The only way you can claim organic is if you get this stamped by the FDA. No one here can claim that. No one here gets regulated by the federal government, the Food and Drug Administration, the Farming Administration. None of that gets regulated. Now that being said, like in ours, marijuana contained with this package has been tested for contaminants. Consumed with caution. Do not drive or operate heavy machinery while under marijuana. Fertilizer, salts, butyric acid. So a lot of these reputable companies will list what they've put into their grow. Your mom and pop shop that has 14 plants and 3 kinds, a little bit harder to regulate.
Right.
There's nobody going into those grows and testing them like they would at a farm.
So I just as we were walking in here, I seen some guy on the street, kind of, hard to describe him, but basically calling out and selling bugs. And
That is not smart.
I was going to turn around and follow him and ask him some questions.
Was he working at a dispensary? Or was he
No,
just
no,
some
he looked like a homeless guy.
I would not ever. Now, on this street, I would never do that because there are plainclothes cops that walk this street. This is Boulder's pride and joy out here.
Right.
This is their touristy center. This is their Disney World. So they do not like people coming in here smoking marijuana, rolling marijuana, selling it. Very, very.
I wouldn't think so.
cautious.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, they don't. What they'll do too is oftentimes they'll have some young kid out there convince them to buy weed. They come down here, they go in the alley, and they get busted like crazy. So my whole thing is, you got legal weed. I don't see the point in messing around with illegal weed.
Well, I was just trying to figure out the market prices.
Now that being said, I think you can get things cheaper on the black market. Risk reward.
Well, I guess that people get to grow 6 plants or something anywhere they want, and with a greenhouse, and
You're right.
that would like really flood the market, I would think.
And you are 100% right. There is still a strong black market.
Yeah.
But The thing that legalizing's made is made it more comfortable for, I would say, 80% of the population. You're always going to have those 20%ers that are going to try to make a deal, wheel a deal that you can get on the black market. People will come in here and try to wheel and deal with me, and I'm like, I'm working for a big company. It's not. It doesn't say Martin Dispenser. It says Native Roots. I'm just a wheel in the cog here.